Sure, we got a lot of cops. Let's see how many cops we got. Let's take a look how many cops we have. They're doing the most out here. Let's see what this was all about. All this for one person. All this for one person. But you know what? It's big overtime day. It's a big overtime day. I just bumped into this shit. I was going to get a damn smoothie before they closed, and it's gonna be wild if they let this person go. No, I'm not gonna get closer. Shut the fuck up, man. Jesus. I don't have to get closer. For what? For your enjoyment? The fuck? That's not why I do this. I'm a cop watcher. I'm not a fucking somebody out here be like, oh, let me get a look at their face. You probably, what are you jerking off? What the hell is wrong with you? Get closer to what? To embarrass the person? The fuck? I can see everything I need to see right here. Get closer and embarrass the person who's being detained. What if they're just going to be released? What if they don't want to be filmed? Just put a camera right in their face and question them. Get a haircut. Oh, that really makes sense. The cops are just hanging out. They're like, fuck, it's Halloween. Let's just hang out. You love when Will abuses your chat. I'm telling you, man. Start treating chat like I treat cops, politicians, and others. It's not all the chat. You know, it makes it sound like I abuse all the chat. It's not all. About 15, 20% I appreciate. About 80%, man, they're the worst fucking people in the world, I swear to God. They deserve all the abuse in the world. I don't abuse them enough. It needs to be way more than that. I need to just... They'd be like, well, I'll take my chat and leave. Take your chat and leave. I don't need your dumbass comment, your random ass shit. Well, why don't you get closer? Why don't you get closer? You go out and do it. You're sitting there watching this shit trying to dictate what I should do. Anyway, while we wait, so I'm about to do a string of videos on Rampart officers. People don't realize how much of an influence Rampart has on the LAPD. People in all the major positions, detectives and stuff, they all have a way of having an association with Rampart. Like I've told you a million times, guys, you don't really get ahead by exposing cops. You get ahead by protecting secrets. And so there's a lot of secrets from back then. And we have a few of them that are still on the force. I just did a video on Rios and Montoya. They're essentially fledgling serial killers. Video I did was on their incident with Eric Vega. Eric Vega was a 16-year-old. And back in, what was it, 1996? Or was it 2006? I think it was, I'm not sure. They They essentially kidnapped him. They put him in the back of a patrol car, took him to a rival gang territory, the El Castillo, dropped him off. Within minutes, he was shot and killed. Those two cops were the first at the scene. When they went to investigate it, Montoya and Rios never told anybody in the case, detectives, supervisors, or anything, that they had detained him earlier and dropped him off there. No reports of it. They only admitted it years later during compelled testimony. Internal Affairs is investigating. They said, we're going to do compelled testimony. You have no choice but to answer these questions truthfully. But if you answer it truthfully, since it's compelled testimony, it can't be used against you in court. Essentially gives them damn near immunity. And so they admitted they did pick up the kid and drop them off over there. The DA said that they should have been charged with obstruction, but because they couldn't use the compelled testimony, because of the statute of limitations, she couldn't charge him. And somehow the LAPD kept him. And right now, Montoya just retired last year from the SIS. If you guys know anything about the SIS is like the biggest shitbag unit in the entire goddamn country. They do what they want. They're considered, police forces say they're the most elite sort of tactical force, plainclothes detectives. They're a bunch of depraved fucks. He was there until last year and retired. And the other one, Rios right now is on the SWAT team. Works part-time at Green Knight Security. Green Knight Security is owned by this guy named Stephen O'Neill, ex-LAPD cop who got fired for shooting, driving around with his friend shooting guns while drunk. Got convicted of a felony. He owns a security company, 80%. The other 20% is owned by Ralph Campos. Ralph Campos is a director of the police union. He's like the equivalent of Jamie McBride. I think there's like 4 directors. He's one of them. He owns a company. All right, so he is. They are booking him. Maybe. Oh, they're trying to ID him. They're gonna have somebody pull up. They're gonna put a light on his face. What do you think the chances are it's him? Anyway, Ralph Campos is also the treasurer of the police union. He gave his own company, the Green Knight Security, a $200,000 contract. But anyway, it's also an investigative company. They do private investigations, but LAPD are not allowed to be associated with any private investigative company. So he violated policy. I actually sustained a complaint against him about a month or 2 ago just for that. Yeah. I can go on and on with these guys. But anyway, all right, so they're pulling up. That's going to be the person that's going to put the light on this guy's face. There they go. They flash the light on him. Let's see if they get a positive ID. Listen to the radio. Listen to the radio.
Trick and treat, right?
I guess. It looks like he got tricked, but he's being treated. I have no idea. I didn't hear him say positive ID, but maybe it is.
Maybe just one person.
I think there's somebody in there too. Oh man, he's innocent. I could just tell. Come on now. Maybe he's guilty. I don't know.
Oh, the form witness. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're IDing.
I would not want that bone. I don't want that.
All right, so they're getting booked. Anyway, I was telling you about the Rampart stuff, guys. I'm gonna do a whole series because there's a bunch of these dirty cops who are still on the force. You have a good one, man. Be safe out here. That's not my food. It's your food now. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to do a series on all these cops, these Rampart cops, these dirty Rampart cops that are still on the force. Like I said, these guys killed, basically assassinated. And this is not the only thing. They're involved in, Rios and Montoya are involved in a bunch of other incidents with the city had to pay out lawsuits. Rios was actually involved in the SWAT team with killing somebody, and we just paid out a ton of money. So I'm doing a bunch of videos on each one of these individual cops. I just think it's wrong we have these dirty Rampart cops on the street and people don't know about it. So I'll make sure they know about it. Well, they're going, one guy's being released, the other one's going to jail, but this guy. But I heard a stop over here. I heard the sirens chirping, so let's see what it's about. And then I'm getting off, guys. I'm not doing this shit all night. I'm not gonna lie. Last night was absolutely fucking insane. I've got about 2.5 hours of coverage in HD of just the wildest shit you've ever seen in your life. Inside the bus when it was smoldering. That whole bus incident was just absolutely insane. So I want to edit that stuff up and post it. Because I tried to do live stream. It was no service out there. I couldn't even post regular tweets on Twitter. I could get nothing. Let's see what this is. And I'm not going to lie. The purpose of me tonight is to walk Hollywood Boulevard and get video HD. Look, of course. There we go. Stop over. Stop over. That shit always has a way of happening. I want to walk. There's going to be a million cops around. LAP, if you listen, I'm going to let you know right now. Here, I'll give you a little taste. Give you a little taste. Give you a little taste. All right, let's do this. All right, LAPD here. I'll let you guys know what I'm up to. So you have these websites like Watch the Watchers where you have officer profiles of every single cop in the force. Gives you information, badge number, age, rank, division, all that, and it's crucial. I'm not trying to replicate that. What I'm trying to do is create an online Brady list of cops who have any sort of misconduct history. I'm going to put them in a database. I'm already putting them. Let's say my guy Roy right here. Roy, I got this guy suspended for 2 weeks. So it gives you information about Roy, serial number, blah, 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 how much they made last year. Roy made $174,000, you know, and it has all their historical stuff, his misconduct, caught his dumbass sleeping a couple of times at Hollywood Station, have all the documentation. I'm not going to go through all that. But, yeah, I caught him sleeping. I caught him sleeping twice. Has a list of the discipline. Shows here his discipline. Got 10-day suspension. And then I have other officer profiles to look at and blah, 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 right? So this is, here, hold on. Go back to officer profiles. Let's go back. Then we got this douchebag. Let's go past Angel. I don't feel like dealing with Angel. Who else? Butler. Butler, you punk ass, right? So Butler is he's a Wilshire Division cop. He made $151,000 in total compensation to be an asshole. His misconduct is right here. He was harassing some guy here. Hold on. So Butler was here harassing some guy.
the gym, guys. Yeah, if you guys go to the gym, go to the gym. What you gonna do? Say again? Go fight some crime. Go fight some crime. Go to the gym. Go fight some crime. Yeah, go to the gym. Go fight some crime. Go fight some crime. Get your workout on. Go fight some crime. Get your workout on. Go fight some crime.
He said, "Go get your workout on, little man." Essentially, let me tell you what happened right here. So that's a gym over on, what is that, on Venice, actually close to the Wilshire station. Two guys were outside the gym getting ready to go to the gym. The cops pulled up and told them they couldn't be there anymore. They had to go inside the gym. You can't tell people what they're going to do. And they started flashing light in his face, whatever. I just got the complaint sustained against him. Here's this my guy, Ensley. Present loader. So here's Matthew Ensley. Ensley right here, a lieutenant. Look at how much money he made. In pay and benefits, 2023, he made $247,000, right? So he basically gets paid more. No, it's not that he basically paid. He made in total pay, just in cash, $226,000. The governor made $200,000. So this guy made more than the governor. And what did he do? Well, he did a bunch of misconduct. Here he got arrested for drunk driving, crash, great bodily injury, a couple of those, driving with a 15.15 blood alcohol level, bodily injury, death to more than one victim. Yeah, he just got shit-faced drunk. Here's his court dates. Got his docket, shit all. I don't know if it comes in very well. Why can't I get the focus? There we go. Got his shit. And then there's this other incident where he accused a computer.
So you're saying I'm a villain? I have a reputation of battery? Actually, I've never been arrested for it. Tell me. Have I been arrested for battery? No, I've never been arrested. You tell me.
So he made an accusation that somebody had been arrested for battery at a city council meeting. This guy had never been arrested. So if he's going to lie on a community member like that, how many other times has he lied? Which is important for us to explain to, if, let's say, for instance, you're a defendant or a defense attorney, you're trying to get some information about this guy and it's his word versus your client. Does this guy have a reputation of lying? Well, yeah, he literally lied about a community member inside City Hall claiming that he'd been arrested for battery when it's untrue, right? Then here's another one. This is a great one. So when he was, there was a rookie officer who played for the LAPD football team, right? And basically they just like gang raped him and stuff. And Ensley was named in the suit with that. Just information for people to know. Let's skip past that little run. Let's go past Ralph Campos. Oh yeah, that's this guy's the guy I was just talking about, the guy who owns Green Knight Security. Says here that employees shall discontinue their secondary employment as private investigators and divest themselves of all financial interests in private investigative businesses, blah, blah, blah. But this motherfucker owned. I sustain a complaint right here against him. Right here for employee was in violation of department policy by working as a private investigator. But yeah, this is a police union director. This is one of the main people. This guy can't even follow basic fucking rules. These douchebags. Right, and I have all the evidence on him, right? Here's the LAPD policy that says clearly you can't do that. Here is me addressing Chief Moore with the evidence proving that he owned a private investigative business. Here is the, shows right there that he is on the Secretary of State information. It shows right here on the BSIS that it's a private security company. So, yeah, I'll show you another one. This is Podkowski, right? This is Richard Podkowski. He just got arrested. Hold on a second. He just got arrested. I've dealt with this guy. He just got arrested for right here for I think assault with assault with a deadly weapon. He's a cop. Got arrested. Assault with a deadly weapon. He's on $30,000 bail. Here I caught him literally 3-4 blocks away from where I'm at, where he's whispering to these guys, telling them don't talk to me, telling me that I follow them around. He knew I caught them doing dirty shit. These guys, they pulled over right here, said that they had expired registration, but actually they were standing outside the car. The registration was not expired. It was a rental car, and they illegally searched it. So, well, here we go. Let's go to Joshua Sportiello. Here's Sportiello. This is a sick fuck right here. So this guy, so he was caught on video. You guys, this is sort of a viral incident where he punched a guy. The guy's detained. He punched him in the face. Right? And then I caught, so here he was, I was alerted to this the other day. Here he was at UCLA. I came over there to film right after this incident because I remember I didn't capture it on video. I caught it right afterwards and they were blaming him, where he apparently pushed like 3 women into those metal cans right there. Martin Perillo, let's see what's going on with him. Perillo's a piece of shit. Perillo's special. So here he is.
He has a history of doing it, though. He likes flags. He does that all the time. He's done that to me multiple times.
Right next to me is Lexus Olivia Ray from LA Taco, and he was harassing Lex.
What's your serial number? Grab your serial number and name, please. It is right here. What's your serial number, though? What's your serial number? Let's hear that serial number.
You said you already knew me.
What's your serial number?
You don't know me.
He asked for your serial number. Let's hear that serial number. That'll be another complaint if you don't. Watch your step, buddy. What's that serial number?
You said you don't have a private conversation.
Doesn't have it. You sure with me? What's your serial number? He asked you your serial number. You can give it to me or not. You gonna give me your serial number?
Can you get it?
What's your serial number? I asked for your serial number.
Take it easy. You're getting
I asked for your serial number. I asked for your serial number. What's your serial number? I asked for your serial number.
Well, I'm just concerned about
What's your serial number? What's your serial number?
You have a regular ARC number?
What's your serial number? I asked for your serial number. You're gonna give it. You can try to obstruct and distract all you want. I asked for your serial number. What is it? You don't know it? I'm asking
You said
for
you
it.
knew it.
I asked for your serial
No,
number.
I know him. I made some complaint.
Yeah, I didn't ask for. I asked for your serial number.
So
I need your serial
I
number.
thought you said you already knew it.
I didn't say I know your serial number. I asked for it now. Just because I know you doesn't mean I know your serial number. I don't know your date of birth. I don't know your social security number. I'm asking for your serial number. You gonna give it to me? I mean, I'm gonna make a fool of you online. You got a journalist right here showing that you're gonna deny it. Right here. This guy's got a press pass on him. You gonna give your serial number or not? A member of the press.
Anyway, I got his ass suspended for that. He used to do other shit too. You know, I got a bunch of shit. Here he is. He'd always just flash his light at me, just be a little passive aggressive bitch. But my best part about it with him is I did my research on him. I saw that, you know, he's together with somebody, but he's got a little side fling too. And he went and bought a townhouse with his little side fling. Side fling Robert. And I asked him, I said, you know, how would you feel if Robert knew how you acted like that? He looked at me like shook. Robert was like 24. Perillo was 51. So I'm like, oh yeah, you guys a little boy toy. And he so anyway, that's what I'm working on. All these profiles. It's like I said, it's not going to be for every single officer. You actually have to do something. I'm not going to have somebody in there if they haven't done something that would be of value to a defendant or defense attorney. Normally they file pitches motions. They filed pitches motions to get this information. I'm making it easy so they could just Google it, or they just come to the website, see what's there. Here's my guy Rios that I'm working on right now, the guy from the SWAT, who's in the LAPD. He made $299,000 last year in total compensation, and that's $278,000 in cash and $21,000 in benefits. He was the one who killed that 16-year-old kid over in Rampart I was just telling you about, and I made a little video about that today.
Back in 1996, two LAPD Rampart crash unit officers, Mario Rios and Michael Montoya, were accused of covering up their encounter with 16-year-old Eric Vega right before the teen's death. Vega was found shot dead just moments after the officers purposely
And so anyway,
from their patrol car in the territory of
so there you go, LAPD. That's what I'm working on. And I'm going through all of my, you have no idea the number of complaints that I filed. The cops that, I don't care if they were sustained or not, because the LAPD will be like, you can show them straight up evidence. Just, like I have, see them punching a guy in the face and be like, nope, didn't happen. Let that information go out there and let the defense attorneys use it however they want. In the last 2 weeks, I've had 2 pitches motions come back about, for instance, I don't know if you guys know the pitches motion. Basically, in California, it's impossible to get a cop's personnel record information, their disciplinary record. So what they do is you file a pitches motion, the judge will overlook the cop's personnel record and see if there's anything in there that could possibly be of value for the defendant because of Brady rules. If there is some information, they don't share that information with the defense attorney. They just basically give the defense attorney, my phone number, my email, and they contact me and I tell them, hey, yeah, this person has a history of an illegal search, blah, blah, blah. And I give them whatever evidence I have. I just want to make it so you can just search for this shit and do it online and find it. And eventually I'll start adding other people's shit to it too. I just want to make sure it's centrally located, just a list of every bad cop, every cop that's been involved with a shooting, whether justified or not. It's important for the public to know that information. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm gonna walk over here to the boulevard. It's another thing. I was out there last night and the amount of smoke and tear gas and shit, my entire face feels like it's peeling off. It's still burning today. I still smell smoke. But I'm about to end this live because I'll let the LAPD know this too. I'm walking up here literally to look for cops so I could go up to each cop one by one and get a clear picture of their face so I can use it for my database, because we're not stuck using 20-year-old photos. We have updated photos too, and then when you add it to our facial recognition database, it just makes it easier and better accuracy. Now I'll walk for a minute. Oh, look at this motherfucker. Who is it? This is Blake. Blake is such a fucking attention whore. Why are they up here? Why are you even up here, Blake? You could choose any street to be on tonight. It was like, fuck it, I'm gonna come to Hollywood Boulevard on Halloween. It says it's on delivery, but he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna divert and just chill and hang out. Please stop. See what the cops up to. The LAPD has a way of, like, if it gets too wild up here tonight, they'll shut down the whole damn street to traffic. Won't allow cars in. They'll be like, nah, too much fun going on down here, guys. Too much fun. No cops. Bad uniform. Bad uniform. She thinks she's cute, but she's dressed as a pig. I'm not gonna lie, last night Echo Park was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of shit. Let's see what's going on over here. Anyway, so, you know, every fucked up cop's gonna get themselves a profile. Do they wanna make it so their families see their behavior? Make all this shit easily searchable? Oh, so this is not even stop. Oh. What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? 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 That's my guy right there. Yeah, how are they gonna do that, man? My God, it's a goddamn shame. So they're not even doing anything. They're just sitting there hanging out. I'm gonna come back and get it. I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't even want to be out here tonight. I want to work on this shit. It's not just that I'm working on with this. It's also beyond the officer profiles. I also going to have a video archive. There's a clean video archive of all my shit eventually is going to be on there. It's like everything I've ever filmed ever. I'll be honest with you. I think about 10% of the police stops that are fucked up police stops I've posted onto like social media. I don't post them all the time. Sometimes I'm pissed off. But then I'm also doing investigations where it's just long form shit. Some of the stuff's going to be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 words. What's going on, brother? Huh? Yeah, so I'm out here right now trying to dig on there. Huh? William? Oh, film the police? Kevin? All right. Good. You hanging out tonight? Yeah, the parade, and after the parade is gonna be wild, man. All right. Okay. All right. It was good seeing you, bro. Like I said, it's gonna be long-form investigations, which essentially all it is showing people the entire process of filing complaint and disposition. I've always said I had two goals with the complaint process. One is either to hold cops accountable, or two, to expose the process for being as broken as it is. I think people are gonna see every complaint that I filed, and it shows every step of the way from initial complaint, whether it involved trying to ID officers. What time is it? It's 9:50. You know it's past your time to get back to base, Blake. My God, what the fuck? See, I'm talking about these robots are lazy as hell. Lazy ass Blake. What the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing here? There's no reason for it to be up on Hollywood Boulevard on Halloween. This is probably some old marketing shit. I'm not gonna give you any more attention, Blake. But I want to show people exactly how broken the process is. Like I said, how hard it is to identify an officer at the scene, how hard it is to identify an officer at a station when trying to get their information from their supervisors, what it's like when you interview the person that's been subjected to the misconduct by the officers, getting their interview, showing the interview with the internal affairs and what that's like, showing what the disposition comes back like if they fuck up the disposition, what it's like to go through the appeal process, what it's like to talk to the the captain of internal affairs, or the office of inspector general, or the LAPD commission, showing all this from beginning to end, each individual case in long form. You know, I come with all the receipts, so it's not a lot you could say as far as, you know, trying to create all sorts of ambiguity. You would have to, everything is documented. Everything is legit, and there's no way around it. I think people will be surprised. So I'm gonna call those like long-form investigative stuff, investigations. There's gonna be a lot on this website. There's gonna be a lot of information. There's gonna be a lot of how-tos, a lot of explaining rights, explaining proper cop watching, explaining education. Also want putting together a program. So another thing that pisses me off, right? Let's say there's a shooting. Let's say there's a police shooting. And what comes next is, they have a press conference often. And the people that come to the press conference just are just a bunch of bootlickers. Total bootlickers. And they don't ask any tough questions. So I want to make sure that people people will show up. I don't know, buddy. He went that way. Listen, I'm all this standing online shit. Y'all crazy. I can't stand online like this. And for what? There's nothing in life that's worth standing online like this. Fuck all that shit. Guarantee 3/4 of them will never even get inside. I know how this shit works. People start getting drunk, there'll be some wild shit happen. Yeah, but I'm gonna do some shit that people have never seen. I'm gonna show you guys how fucking ridiculous the LAPD is. I often deal with them, right? Go through the entire process, and I never even mention anything on social media about it. No mention of it. I just go through the entire process, no mention of it. And the LAPD is like, oh yeah, he just forgot about it. He dropped it. I'd never drop it. I'm as patient as hell. I'll come back and show the entire process one by one. Like I said, and honestly, a lot of what I've been doing, I've been holding off, waiting for the new chief. Because again, if you try to get accountability from somebody who's temporary, and we have a temporary chief in there, we got a temporary chief in there, they're not gonna do shit. Or they'll purposely dismiss things because they'll just take one for the team, they're on the way out anyway. The new chief comes in and hold his punk ass accountable. You guys, McDonald, your lackeys should warn you. I'll let you know right now. My memory and patience is crazy, I promise you. My patience is on another level. And people see me scream a lot and stuff, they're like, okay, so that means that you're emotional. And if you're emotional, that means you don't have patience and stuff. No. I got plenty of patience. I just know that I don't want to sit there and present something before the final product is done. And like I said, a lot of this stuff that I'm going to do, these investigations, you're talking about 2,000-3,000 word articles or longer, where an investigation that includes, like I said, being at the stop when it happens and interviewing the people, interviewing the cops potentially, complaint, straight through the process. Like, how many times have you seen that happen? Seen some sort of investigative journalism where they filed an actual complaint from initial complaint to final disposition and can track the whole thing. I mean, you see articles about like, oh yeah, police misconduct, and they didn't hold them accountable, and it's based on what somebody says and stuff. I was there document. Look at him run. Look at him. Look at Goofy. Look at him. There goes Goofy guy. I saw him in court. How's that loss? You like that loss? That's all you guys do is lose, the Scientologists. He saw me out, he went running. What are they up to? Why is he even outside? Why is he even outside? Keep your punk ass inside. So I walk past there every day, this Scientology place. Before I get to the door closes. I'm convinced that they're using facial recognition from their, look how many cameras they got. They got cameras everywhere. Cameras. They're everywhere. I can't get to the door before it gets closed. And it's like, I try sneaking up. I try doing everything. I get there a split second late, so I have a feeling that they're just using facial recognition. They're getting an alert and they're closing it before I could even get here. I was thinking about putting on a mask. I'm gonna start wearing a mask over here or something. Get these punk ass motherfuckers. I'll catch them. Yeah, I saw his punk ass in court. He came in there a couple of times. They took that loss. How'd that loss feel? Guys, I think I'm about to get off right now and go fuck with some stuff. Totally normal amount of cameras. Come on now, right? It's crazy. It's crazy, right? Oh, you stay here. There's more than that. Here, I'll show you more. I usually come by here 2 times a day, try to sneak up on them. I usually catch them once every 3-4 days with the door open. Come support the food vendors. Camera up there, right? See if they got anybody in here. So it's October 31st. Winter Wonderland is on December 1st or December 2nd. So they don't have anybody in there. It's on December 1st. Oh, look, guys, cameras. And these are expensive. I already looked these things up. The exact model. They're expensive. Right. Camera from that angle. Cameras. What's this? Is that like a decoration? Or did somebody just throw it over there and just put it there? See, I can't go check because this is their property and they'll be fucking hollering. Oh yeah, of course you turned the light on. Fuck you. I didn't even notice that little one right there too. Jesus. You turn your light on, I don't care. I'm looking at your shit. So it's usually Winter Wonderland, I think is on December 1st or December 2nd. 1 month from now. These motherfuckers are not having it. They know better. I'm convinced they are not having it. 100%. It'd be a shit show. There'd be so many people out here. There'll be so many people out here. Fuck it, let's walk for a second. Is Jessica out here? I just have a hard time just holding my face and face of kids that are walking by. And there's a bunch of kids walking by, so I'm just gonna avoid that. Let's see where these guys are from. Let's see if these are Hollywood cops or elsewhere. Yeah, he's a Hollywood, 06. I guess they're on Scientology Building Protection Patrol. I'm not gonna lie, at some point this shit is gonna jump off. I'm not gonna lie. We used to have the sidewalk looking like this from our protests. Is Jessica out here? Jessica's by me. Where's she at? You know? Where's she at? Yeah, she's right by me. Where the hell? How did she pass me? She like literally just passed me. Let me go find Jessica. I'm cutting it off. I said I'm cutting it off, guys. I might come back on if I see some shit jump off. I appreciate it. Carl. I mean, if something jumps off, I'll come back on. I just don't feel like I'm about to do some hunting. I'll be back. Shout out to the